Hi guys, welcome to my home. So if you're new here, I'm Mary, and here on YouTube I like to share many of the projects I have going on around here with you all. I don't know about you guys, but I love Valentine's Day. I know it's a rather short holiday and most people don't just go all out to decorate for it, but to me it's so much fun this time of the year, especially, you're kind of past the Christmas decorations and then spring is a little ways off. So it's just a nice break right in between there to add a few Valentine's Day touches. And the one area I like to concentrate on is the mantle behind me here. So I'll be working on that today. It'll be rather simple. I know a lot of people host Valentine's Day meals, so I thought it'd be fun to do at least one tablescape. I also have a bunch of Valentine's Day products for the Etsy shop this year, and my favorite is one that my son actually came up with. It's the cutest thing ever, and I'll share that later in the video, so stay tuned for that. But for now, let's get to work on this mantle. I'm going to work on the wall above the mantle first, and I know I want a large sign to hang here. Probably one of our new signs that we have. You guys were just introduced to them in the last video. It's the largest size, the 40 by 32 is what I'll go with, and I want the white background. And I knew the quote that I wanted to be on there. I wanted something to do with love, because of course that's fitting for Valentine's Day. But I also wanted something that is fitting throughout the year in case I decide to keep it up here and just switch out the decorations on the shelf seasonally. And I thought, what would be more fitting than 1 Corinthians 13:13? And this verse has special meaning to me because it was kind of the theme of our wedding 20-some years ago. I had the King James Version. I used that version for the sign because it has a special meaning to me. And I remember I used that for our wedding invitations. And I also had a sign sitting on our bridal table with that scripture. And I just always felt it's so fitting for a wedding. It's also very fitting for everyday life. And I thought, what better place to display it than here above the mantle where everyone will see it every day. I, of course, used my Silhouette Cameo to cut out the letters, weeded them, and applied them to the plywood. And then I framed the plywood. John had previously cut the frame sections for me, so I pinned them together. I love how it turned out. I really like the white background with the light stained wood frame and then the black lettering. It goes so well here on this wall with the shiplap. I knew I wanted a bunch of little candles on the mantle because, we still have these long winter evenings and it's so much fun to burn candles. So why not just set a bunch of little votive cups along the front? I don't want anything too high, to block my sign. So I dug these out of storage. They're really old votive cups that I think I had used once in a garden party and never got around to cleaning them out. There's old wax in here, so I cleaned that out and now I'm just cleaning them up. I plan to dry them, and then half of them I plan to spray paint white, and then the other half I have something kind of fun that I want to do with. I haven't Mod Podged in a while, and I found this pretty floral design online. I just printed that off. Now I'm cutting it into strips, and I plan to Mod Podge it onto my little cups. Now, of course, these little votive cups are at a slant, so it's always kind of hard to, you're going to get some wrinkles in them since they're slightly tapered, like the bottom part is a little more narrow diameter than the top, but I think it looks kind of neat and vintage. I'm using white Rust-Oleum spray paint, and I plan to apply numerous thin coats versus just one thick coat that will easily run on glass. It's always kind of hard for me to remain patient with this. I think I just have to cover everything all at once, but I know from past experience with smooth glass like this, it will run. It's kind of windy today. Our temperatures are a bit milder than they've been in the past days. Now that you guys know what it feels like, I'll share what it smells like out here. I smell a skunk right now. Of course, not the most pleasant smell, but to me, I'm thinking, is it almost a sign of spring? Maybe it's just the milder temperature that is making me think that way. As you can see, I'm keeping things really simple, just adding a few plants. I'm so in the mood to see some light green like this. It just reminds me of the upcoming spring. And I'm really loving these pink little votive holders, pink and white, with the combination of the natural wood on the frame of the sign. And then of course the white mantle on the white wall, just a lovely combination to me. I didn't get a video of this, but I cut out this heart using a pink sheet of paper that I printed out to get my color. I thought it would make a cute little planter pick. I still have this jar, I believe from either last year Valentine's Day or the year before. I had actually shown it in a video when I painted it. It's such a pretty pink color. I believe it's called Malted Milk. I'll link that video down below in the description box in case you want to check it out. But I think it's such an easy pink color to incorporate into neutral decorations like I have in our home. These flowers are from Precious Petals, in case you're local here, a florist in Berlin. She has such beautiful arrangements there. Now and then I'll stop in and grab some flowers for, decorating purposes, and she usually has what I need. John had actually picked these up for me. I had ordered them the day before, and I told him he's off the hook now. He doesn't have to buy me any for Valentine's Day. They're so pretty. As I'm working, I hear the pileated woodpecker. I'm going to see if I can get a video of him. You'll have to excuse some of the clutter in here right now. I still have a bunch of dishes to wash. I have a pretty bird feeder right outside the window that John made for me. And I know as soon as this woodpecker sees me, he will fly away, but check it out. So pretty. I've never seen him on this feeder. He always comes to my other feeder that is a little further away from the house. And I'm thinking that one might be out of suet, and that is why he's coming to visit here. Oh, I think he sees me. There he goes. I'm going to set this chair in front of the mantle, and I have a new pillow available on the Etsy shop. It's the cutest design ever. I got the fabric at Zink's. I'm pretty sure it's going to look lovely here with the other pinks. You always want to be careful when putting an insert into an envelope back pillow cover like this. Even though we take extra measures to double stitch over the area here where the fabric overlaps, if you pull too hard it can still tear. The first tablescape I'm fixing up here is really simple. I'm just fixing it up for 2 people using one of my drop cloth table runners that I have on the Etsy shop. I'm using my own white plates, and the dishes with the red design are thrift store finds from years ago. I have a rolled up napkin with the silverware stuck into it, and then I have these little tags that I attached to the string. They're actually available on the Etsy shop from, I think, last year or the year before. Cute little tags that say "Love gathers here." Again, keeping things really simple here. This is something anyone can do, like we all have paper on hand. Here I just printed out red hearts. I'm cutting them out and I plan to glue them onto skewers, one on each side so that it looks pretty from every angle. I'm putting a plastic bag in the bottom of this glass pitcher. That way I have a place to kind of stick my skewers into to hold them in place. Another really simple decoration for a tablescape or anywhere throughout your home during Valentine's Day would be those little accordion hearts. You may have seen them on Pinterest already. A lot of people use regular paper to make them. I'm going to try to use coffee filters. I always like to see that texture. Here I'm dyeing several of them light pink by mixing a few drops of red food coloring with water, laying them out to dry. And then I'll also make some white ones. Very simple, basically just cutting a circle. In this case, I already have my circle with the filter, folding it in half and cutting the edges off along the one side. And then folding it accordion style. Once you have that done, you just glue those edges together to form the heart shape. Again, just a very simple touch, something everybody has on hand, a paper or in this case coffee filters. It just adds a pretty little decoration for your table. You definitely could get more creative with this by using, more prints or just even more different sizes of hearts. I've always wanted to make one of those little trellises, I think you'd call it, something for my ivy plant to kind of spin over, and I thought what better timing here than to try to create a heart shape out of this copper wire. Not sure is this even strong enough to hold it, but we'll see. This ivy plant is actually suffering a bit, not sure can you tell in the video or not. It just seems for me if I bring my plants inside, for the winter, they just get this way. Some of them never make it back outside again, but they definitely prefer the outside during the summertime on the porch. Can't wait for that. definitely so much fun to bring some fresh new color into the home this time of the year, just in mood for something different. I quickly want to show you some new products available on the Etsy shop for Valentine's Day. I had shared with you in a recent video how I started making homemade soap, and I had so much fun. A few months ago, I tried my hand at actually doing some swirls in my soap, added some red swirls using mica powder, and I think they turned out pretty neat. It was kind of a trial and error thing. It was a little more difficult, to have your soap at just the right consistency to get those nice swirls in there, but I do have some ready for Valentine's Day. I wish I could get the smell of this soap to you guys. I gotta say, it smells so good. I have two of them here that I'll be selling as a set. It's a ladies scent, the swirly kind here, and then also a guy scent. And the ladies one is the red currant. It smells so good. I know red currant is a berry, but I feel like I smell a little bit of floral in here. It's not a strong headachy type of floral like some of those can be. It's just a light, fresh, and clean scent. And then the guy one smells exactly like Guy's cologne. It smells really good. So I'm selling those as a set. And then I also have some individual scents. Some are swirled and some are just the plain white. I have warm vanilla sugar here, and then love spell. And downstairs I believe I have Mediterranean fig and maybe one other one. Can't think of it right now, but those will all be listed under the Valentine's Day soap listing if you're interested in that. I also have these beautiful candles that are poured into a rose gold metal tin. So excited about them. I think they're so fitting for Valentine's Day. And Amy, as always, did such a great job with them. We have 3 different scents, cedarwood and amber, sweet agave and jade, and then love spell. I tried to pick out kind of romantic scents for these, something that would be fitting for Valentine's Day. And I think the cedarwood and amber would probably be more the musky kind of guy type of candle scent. I burn it in my house, like I love to smell it. And then love spell, people often compare to, I know Victoria's Secret used to have a lotion called Love Spell. Some of you may remember that. They may still have it, not sure, but a lot of people compare it to that. And then the sweet agave and jade is more your floral scent. I love that one too. I'm not sure which one I'd pick for my favorite. I think they all smell amazing and would be really fitting for Valentine's Day. They would also make a great gift idea. These tins would make such great little holding containers even after the candles are burned down. You could clean them out and use them for little candy dishes or a storage container for your jewelry or hair accessories. Just endless possibilities here. Such a pretty color. And then I did so well this year in Zink's fabric outlet. I've talked about them before. Again, if you're ever in the area, make sure to visit them. They're a huge fabric outlet store here in Berlin, Ohio. And this year they had so many pretty fabrics for Valentine's Day. I was so impressed. I really helped myself. And often with any outlet store, you kind of have to stock up on whatever you want because they may not have more of it. So I went out of there, with bolts of fabric. I ended up getting Drusilla, my seamstress, to make table runners and pillow covers with it. Turned out so pretty. We ended up using some of the same fabrics for table runners. Now these runners aren't lined or anything, it's just seam along the edge. I thought these runners would be so pretty for a Valentine's Day tablescape. I also have this cute little sign that I made kind of for Valentine's Day, but it really would be fitting throughout the year, I think. And of course the sign above the mantle will also be available. I don't know if you guys remember last fall, John and I went garage sailing down in Columbus, Ohio, and we stopped at the old time pottery store, and I picked up these pretty pink containers. They only had 5 of them left. They were on clearance, and I knew right away I wanted to pour candles in here. They just make lovely candle containers, and even after the candle is gone, you can always use them for something else. I also have a few thrift store finds here. These glass hearts, I also poured wax into them. These will be available on the Etsy shop as well. I can't wait to show you these wooden hearts that my son is making. They're actual little conversation hearts. Check it out. Kind of like the candy that you buy, but of course they're wooden. I think he did such an amazing job with them. And these will be stained a pretty aged oak color. They come in sets of 3. And he also has another one that is plain without words, and it's a little bit bigger. Here you would have the option of either a stained or a painted finish. The paint color is that pretty pink that I always talk about, malted milk, and the edges are distressed, and these will be sold individually. As you can see, I kind of went all out with Valentine's Day decorations for the Etsy shop this year. I just couldn't really stop. It's so much fun. I love the idea of bringing something cozy into people's homes in every season, and some seasons, of course, I don't get as much done as others. On another note, our Christmas candles that we have remaining, not too many, but there are some left over, will all be on sale starting today. So make sure to head on over to my shop if you're at all interested in any of these items. They do tend to sell out pretty quick sometimes. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.